put a lot of new stuff in today, and we just got to be a little quicker, absorbing it, getting out there, executing it. A lot of the same concepts, just kind of move some things around. Defense did a good job today. They were moving well up front, and they're playing tight coverage in the back end, so it made it tough on us and on offense. But it's good to see the defense really playing with a lot of energy and getting after it pretty good.
Adam, eventually, your depth chart suggests that there will be a lot of options for Ryan Tannehill, a lot of weapons for you guys to use. Would you say that's true? How does that compare with what it's been?
Yeah, if we stay healthy, we should have a lot of guys that can make plays. We'll just kind of see how everything sorts out. We're so far away from anything being a finished product. We just got to figure out what's the best groups and really how we want to use everybody. And that's going to take time. We still got two weeks here, and then training camp, and then 4 preseason games. So we got a little bit of time.
Can you give us a little bit on David Fales' progression over the offseason, where he's at right now?
He keeps getting better. He's making a lot of plays in practice. I think he's utilizing the guys that he's working with, and I think going to go with Albert, Jakeem, and Isaiah and Drew. They've all been in this offense, now, except for Albert, for 2 or 3 years. So guys know what to do. He doesn't have to worry about telling anybody what to do or dealing with any rookies, at wide receiver. So that makes you're able to just do your job. And I think he's doing a good job of finding the open guy and completing passes.
What are the points that you've tried to push through with him over all the years you worked with him back to Chicago?
I think just overthinking.
I mean, what are the things that have held him back that you're trying to get him past?
He can process a lot in his brain, and just making sure that he just kind of sticks with what we're doing, and don't go too far outside the box. Sometimes he'll take a couple extra steps that those other guys aren't ready for. And sometimes he's just run the play and execute it, and when the time comes and those guys are ready for that next step, and take that at that point.
Adam, with Minkah, what has been your takeaway so far regarding his potential with what you've seen?
He's done a good job. He's got his hands on a lot of balls. He's had a few interceptions. He seems to be all over the place. He has a great motor, great work ethic. It's great seeing him kind of progress since that first day. You can tell he takes this very serious, and this is what he does. I mean, he puts everything he has into this.
Is there anything about what he's done that maybe has surprised you so far?
No, not really. I mean, it's really the information we got, and anytime Coach Saban has the amount of praise that he had for him, you don't hear him say a lot of the things that he said about him a lot.
Adam, when a quarterback is making the entire team better, not just the offense but the defense and special teams, what is he doing, or how does that affect filter throughout the whole roster?
Well, getting first downs, converting on third down, however you do it, whether it's completing a pass, getting in the right check, running it, whatever you have to do to move the chains. The less plays the defense has to be on the field, finding a way to put the ball in the end zone in the red area, creating a lead. You do things like that, it puts the defense in good position. I mean, that's how you really affect the whole team, where we can take advantage of the players we have on, especially as pass rushers.
With Charles Harris, obviously you guys have a ton of defensive ends now, some pretty highly paid. How does he fit into that, I guess, 5-man rotation, it looks like?
I mean, we're going to be rolling those guys. I mean, I don't know if you watch this practice. I mean, they're running in the ball, and they're exerting a lot of energy. So you're going to need a lot of guys with the way that we're looking to play.
Has he done what he's needed to do this spring?
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the guys I'm least worried about.
Adam, does it feel commonplace now to have Ryan out there in the practice field, or do you still sometimes kind of...
No, it just feels normal. It feels like we're just back to kind of where we were the last couple of years. I mean, last year I had him in the spring too, and then for 10 practices in training camp. So it just kind of didn't take us long to just get going again.
Have you seen the recognition that you talked about?
Yeah.
That you were expecting coming in?
Yeah. I mean, it's just you can tell he has a total grip of the offense. You know, it's just everything moves it just moves smoother. You know, I mean, that's just experience, whether it's in this offense or just football in general. I mean, he's been in the league for a little bit, and he kind of, when the defense throws something different at him, he has a way to solve the problem faster than probably what he did 3 or 4 years ago.
How important is it for Lip to get back to where he was or close?
I think he just needs to keep working on getting himself just feeling as 100% as he possibly can for training camp. You know, right now, I'm not so much worried about if he gets beat or if he, something physically wasn't perfect for him, because I want him to really try to stress himself and really kind of get the kinks out, because it's been since last August or maybe even July since he's really rolled out there. And I think sometimes you kind of worry about putting out bad tape, but like, we know what he's dealing with, we know what he's recovering from, and we just need him to stress himself as much as possible, so when we hit training camp he feels as right as he can.
Adam, is there a general time when guys kind of get over being a first-round pick? And I'm like, we are harder on Devontae and Charles Harris. Are they harder on themselves? And is there like 3 years into the league, maybe you're over that?
I don't know. Sometimes I think guys just they don't even pay attention to that. First round, second. I don't think once you get here, nobody really cares anymore. At least we don't. I know when you play a team, they don't care what round you're drafted in. So, I mean, it's not something that they're sitting around talking about.
But meeting their own expectations, you think you're just in the league?
He's got high expectations for himself, because he wants to be a certain kind of player, and he just needs to keep working and put himself in the best position possible, which I think that he keeps trying to do every day.
Joe has started this ongoing debate about who is the fastest Dolphins player. Kenny Still said you can solve it for us with the GPS trackers. He says that you know exactly who is practicing the fastest.
I was looking at that today, actually, because I saw that he said that. I don't know. We can line them up and let them decide. I mean, it just depends. It depends what routes you're running. If somebody is running the type of routes where they're stopping a lot, then they're not going to get the high miles per hour that they're looking for. I mean, Jakeem seems like he's run more go routes than everybody, so maybe it might add up after a while. So, I mean, the thing goes off the average. So, I don't know what they're who knows what they're looking at. Ben might be making up numbers for all I know.
So you think the best way to solve this is an actual?
Yeah, and I don't really want him to do that. So.
Come on, it's carried over to them.
I don't know. It'd be interesting though, because there's some legit speed with those guys. I know every one of them will say that they're the fastest.
Adam, it's pretty clear you're not 100% pleased with how practice went today. What was it specifically that has you upset?
Well, I'm being biased to one side. I mean,
Glad you admit that.
I mean, the defense practiced well. I mean, they did a good job today. We didn't practice. We didn't execute and do a lot of the things that we've been kind of doing, the last couple weeks. So, but that's today.
Adam, beyond Minkah, anything from the rest of the rookies that stands out from an individual basis, be it Kalen, Jerome, Gesicki, Durham, any particular one that's flashed?
It's hard for me to really. I mean, you guys ask me about Minkah all the time. I'll get Gesicki every once in a while, but that whole group, I like the way those guys are working. I like the way that, I see them studying, especially here. It seems like they're not quick to run over to the hotel. Guys are sticking around, and whether it's working out or staying in their meeting rooms and working on their own or working with somebody else or grabbing a veteran, I like the way this group's working, and they're trying to, because they are playing a little bit of catch up. I mean, they're lacking experience in this league, which it's a lot of stuff, and I think these guys are really pushing themselves to try to make sure mentally, especially in this offseason, to catch up as much as they possibly can before training camp.
I think Gesicki threw a block or kind of tried to throw a block like on the first play. Did you notice that?
The first play of what?
I don't know.
One of the
First play
periods.
of the game, maybe?
11 on 11.
First 11 on 11?
I mean, he's a tight end, and it's going to happen every once in a while.
I guess how enthusiastic and exuberant does he seem about this whole thing, especially the blocking challenge?
Well, I think, for him, we're not in pads. I think he's trying to figure out the right way to practice. I mean, there is a little bit of technique where, you see a lot of our offensive and defensive linemen, they know how to practice against each other. They know how to run some of the run game without guys falling on the ground for the most part. And there's a little bit of art form of using the right angles and staying up, moving your feet, using your hands. So, sometimes it's going to be a little bit of a learning process.
So a couple more guys in the boot. Can you give us an update on him and Deontay Carew?
Yeah, Carew, we're probably not gonna have until training camp. He'll be healthy way before training camp, but we decided to kind of take care of his deal now, and just to give him enough time to get ready for training camp. And Jordan, it's a day-to-day thing for him right now. We got to kind of see how he's feeling tonight, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Last question.
Coach, how big of an impact would you anticipate Frank Gore to have on young running backs that just came here to figure it out?
I think Frank has, an impact on a lot of guys in that locker room. I mean, he's been around for a number of years. He's done it right. He is a real pro. He hasn't changed. I mean, it was 10 years ago we were together, and same guy, same work ethic, just loves football, loves being around it. I think he does a good job. We've gone through most of these OTAs where we're always like, all right, he's not going to do anything today, and next thing I know, I look up, he's in there, and I don't know how he's getting in there. So I don't think Eric's putting him in there. He just kind of rolls in there every once in a while. So it's good to see him want to be out there, want to kind of be a part of, getting things going, and even in the spring where he hasn't really done anything in the last 5 or 6 years. And, I think he's doing a good job of learning the offense and knowing what to do and kind of, figuring the things that he's not really sure about, figure those things out right now. So he's done a good job. I mean, he's impactful to those guys. Those young guys look at him, they know who he is.
Thanks, guys. Minkah's up next.
Is that typical, you think, or is that gonna go?
No, it should keep going up as more and more I get comfortable. It's gonna make more and more plays. Sometimes I see too much or see too little during the play, but once I get more and more comfortable, it's gonna just keep going up and up.
What's the process been like in terms of learning this defense, and do you feel like it's slowing you down a little bit right now?
I mean, obviously, when you're learning anything, you're not going to be moving as fast as you want to be. But, the coaches and the other players are doing a good job of just teaching me, learning from my mistakes, learning from my good plays as well. But, it's just been like learning anything. It's not going to be as fast at first. But once every single day, I've been getting faster and faster, been able to make more calls, see more things, make more plays. So it's just day by day. I'm getting better day by day. I'm moving faster, making more calls.
How many positions do they have you learn right now?
Strong safety, free safety, and nickel.
And how much do you think you work with each? Is it split pretty evenly? Or
Yeah, it's split pretty evenly. Yes, sir.
how's it been going, do you think?
It's been going pretty good. I mean, they trust me to do that, and we're just doing a good job of just making sure I'm learning on and out the field. Coach Oden is doing a good job. Coach Burt is doing a real good job just teaching me different things, different techniques. They're not putting too much on me, but they know that they can put a lot on me at the same time. So just every single day, something new challenges, and that's it.
Minkah, you've made, what, one or two? How many White House visits have you made with Alabama?
Just one.
Just one? What was that experience like for you?
It was cool. Obama was the president at the time. It was my freshman year. We flew up to the White House. I don't remember what month it was in, but we just flew up to the White House. We got a little tour of one of the wings of the White House. We sat in his library, checked it out, looked at some books. Then Obama came into this one room, shook hands with him. He talked with us for a little bit, took some pictures, and then we had like a little ceremony at the end. It was an overall great experience.
Minkah, how often have you been on the field yet through 7 practices with both Rashad and TJ with 3 safeties? Have you done much of that yet?
No, we haven't done anything with 3 safeties. I mean, we all rotate. So there'll be Rashad and TJ will go in, and I'll take either one of them out. I'll take a couple reps with them, then it'll be the other way, maybe like a couple racks later.
And of the three spots you had out, where are you most comfortable? Where are you best, do you think?
Either three. I'm comfortable just out there making plays, doing my job.
What if anything has been harder than you expected?
Excuse me?
What if anything has been harder than you expected?
Nothing's really been harder than what I expected. It's all been hard, but it hasn't been harder than I expected. I expected a real challenge. Everybody's great on this level. Everybody's trying to make plays on this level. So overall competition is great. Playbook's going to be hard to learn, but I think I was prepared well at Alabama, and so I'm stepping up to the challenge.
When you're out there, this is going to sound weird, but are you aware that you're a first-round pick? Like, do you put more pressure on yourself, or do you think, I need to make an impact today? Or
I just tell myself I just got to do my job. Because once you start doing that, you start putting unnecessary burdens on yourself. You start trying to do things you're not supposed to do. Like, every day I'm just trying to do my job, learn what I'm doing. I got to tell myself I know I'm going to make mistakes. I made a mistake today, and I just got to learn from it, not let it happen again, and that's it. I just try to go out there every day, do my job, and get better.
Anybody make like little jokey jokes with you about first-round pick?
I mean, obviously everybody's gonna do that. We were making jokes with Bobby because he's got a contract extension, and so we're just gonna do that, call him big money, and then obviously so they're gonna say the same thing with me, but it was all part of the game.
What players have you leaned on thus far? It's one thing getting instruction from coaches, but as far as players on that.
Just all the DBs. I'm just watching old game film, just learning watching them play, do it the right way, do it the wrong way, whatever way. And then obviously I'm asking questions on the sideline. And even when I come up the sideline, they might see something that I didn't see, and they'll just talk to me. TJ does it all the time. Bobby does it all the time. Rashad, Xavier, all of them. We all just talk, communicate, whatever we see, and that's it.
Minkah, you knew, obviously, when you got drafted, this was coming, but what was it like to actually sign that contract and see that amount of money coming to you?
It was good. It was a good feeling. Anytime when you see your hard work paying off, it's a blessing. Me and my family, we worked real hard to be in the position, but you just got to keep telling yourself it's not the end goal. I mean, it is that goal, but it's not the end goal. I said it earlier in the media. Like, I didn't just come here just to be a first-round pick. I wanted to be a great player here, establish a great legacy here. So, you just got to keep on pushing. And, again, it's an honor, it's a blessing that we got that money and all that stuff, but just got to keep on moving forward.
Did you celebrate that with your family or anything?
No, not really. I just signed a contract, and that was it.
Minkah, you may have seen a couple of weeks ago, there was a report out of Boston, actually, that when the Dolphins were on the clock, there was some discussion over whether to pick you, and maybe Steve Ross needed to be persuaded that you were the right guy to be picked at number 11. Did you hear about that, and does it add any extra motivation to prove that you were deserving of being picked where you were?
Yeah, I mean, I heard about it, and he's a businessman, so he's gonna see the business side of everything. But it is just a little extra motivation, just to prove that I am the worthy pick. I deserve to be here, and that's it, really.
Did you have a chance to chat with him today?
Excuse me?
Did you get a chance to talk with him today?
No, sir.
Have you talked with him since he was drafted?
No, sir.
Minkah, do you have plans for a big purchase after signing your contract?
No, nothing crazy. I mean, obviously a house. I need somewhere to live. But besides that, no, sir.
Minkah, do you feel Coach Saban sufficiently prepared you to play at an NFL level? And if so,
Yeah, I'll definitely say just utilize. If you utilize all your resources at Alabama, you're definitely going to be prepared. Whether it's the coaches, the physical training staff, or just whatever, you just put 110% effort into it. You're gonna be prepared. And just the scheme, man, it's almost the same as that thing. It's just small little differences that you got to learn, but the scheme is almost the same as that thing as Alabama. So I'll just say the scheme, and then just overall, I think we're prepared really well at Alabama.
Minkah, did you have an invitation to go to the White House most recently?
Excuse me?
Did you have an invitation to go to the White House most recently when Alabama won?
Yeah, I did, but I was in San Francisco on a visit.
So it was purely that? Or
Yeah, it was just that. This was on a visit. This schedule didn't line up very well.
I know it's only been 7 or 8 practices, but how does Coach Gase's personality and leadership style seem to compare to the last coach you had?
I mean, they're both very passionate coaches. They're both real hands-on. Only difference is Coach Saban yells a little bit more, but that's about it. You know, Coach Gase is he's a great coach. He's a real energetic coach. You know, all the players love to play for him. I love to play for him, and I'm happy that he's my head coach.
Would you like to be stuck on a boat with Coach Saban when he runs out of gas?
Yeah, I didn't see. I heard about it. I'm gonna try and watch it sometime today, but it'll be pretty funny experience.
Did you get any feedback from Coach Gase on the interceptions?
Well, I mean, he's just saying good job. Just keep doing what you're doing, and that's it.
Good. Thank you, guys. Ryan should be here in just a minute.